Three blueprints: Jamestown, Plymouth, and Massachusetts Bay. After 2 months at sea, a small wooden ship bumps against a strange shore, and everyone on board has two questions. How do we survive? And what kind of place will we build? This is the story of early colonial settlements, how three English experiments on the Atlantic coast became lasting communities. Once you've watched this, you'll be able to explain why Jamestown, Plymouth, and Massachusetts Bay grew up so differently, and how their choices about money, faith, and government still echo today. Here's the simple version. People crossed the ocean to start new lives. Some chased profit. Some sought religious freedom. All needed food, shelter, allies, and rules. Different goals plus the same hard reality produced different blueprints. Start with Jamestown. In 1607, the English set up a fortified camp in Virginia, the first permanent English colony in North America, mostly to make money for investors. Many of the first colonists were focused on profit, not building families or stable towns. The site looked safe, but was marshy, wet ground, bad water, and mosquitoes. The result was disease and hunger. The land was already home to the Powhatan Confederacy, a network of native communities. Sometimes the colonists traded for corn. Other times, fights flared. Leadership mattered. Captain John Smith enforced a plain rule: he that will not work shall not eat, pushing more people to farm and build. Moments of cooperation linked to Pocahontas helped the colony survive. Then tobacco changed everything. A strain that grew well in Virginia sold like crazy in England. Tobacco became the cash crop, the plant that paid the bills, and fields spread along the rivers. Because tobacco needed lots of labor, 1619 brought two huge changes. The first enslaved Africans arrived in Virginia, a tragic beginning of race-based slavery in English America. That same year, the House of Burgesses met, elected colonists making local laws. Profit drew people in, and government took shape to manage it. Now head north to Plymouth in 1620. The Pilgrims, English separatists seeking religious freedom, arrived late and faced a brutal winter. Before stepping off the ship, they wrote the Mayflower Compact, a promise to make and obey fair laws for the good of the colony. That's self-government by agreement, not by a distant king. Survival came through help and learning. Squanto, a native man who spoke English, taught the Pilgrims how to plant corn, fish, and find local foods. An alliance with the Wampanoag led to a harvest celebration remembered as the first Thanksgiving. Faith, cooperation, and small farms defined Plymouth more than cash crops did. Next, Massachusetts Bay, founded in 1630 by Puritans. Their leader, John Winthrop, pictured a city upon a hill, meaning a model community others could look up to. They arrived in larger numbers with families, supplies, and plans. Towns, churches, and schools took root quickly. Their economy mixed farming, trade, and crafts, and their society expected people to follow their religious rules. Put these together, and a pattern pops out. Jamestown's profit motive grew plantations, fueled slavery, and pushed a representative assembly. Plymouth's faith motive built a compact community through consent and alliances. Massachusetts Bay expanded that faith-based model into a bigger, stricter network of towns. Across all three, native peoples were essential to early survival. But as more colonists came, disease, land hunger, and conflict led to displacement. So, to tie it up, different reasons for coming shaped how colonists lived, worked, and governed. Jamestown, profit and tobacco. House of Burgesses, slavery begins. Plymouth, religious freedom, Mayflower Compact, help from Squanto. Massachusetts Bay, Puritans, Winthrop's city upon a hill, organized towns. Whenever you read about a colony, ask one guiding question. Were they chasing money, protecting faith, or both? Use that motive to predict life, work, and government.